The difficult eyebrow, the difficult eyebrow. Just what you wanted to hear is me attempting to sing on camera. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I am super excited. I am going to be playing with the new Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette as well as wearing one of the lip bundle sets. I was able to pick up the eyeshadow palette and the lip bundle for my birthday, and I am super excited to be sharing this here with you guys on my channel. This is going to be a first impressions. I'm not going to swatch the shades in this video just because I feel like 9,000 other people have already done that. And I don't need to. I'm more excited to kind of play with it, see how it wears on my eyes and what it looks like. And just a side note, I have already touched these shadows a bit with my fingers. But this is what it looks like inside. It is super beautiful. I had been wanting to try Lunar Beauty for a while and just did not have the opportunity to do that because none of their other palettes grabbed me. This one grabbed me. I think it's really cool and I am super excited. So before we jump into it, I just wanted to mention that the palette by itself is $48, but look at the packaging. Just take a minute and look at the packaging. This is stunning packaging, like A+ work. And so that is $48. The lipsticks themselves, like if you're only going to buy one of these, they are $18 and the lip gloss is $17. For like the lipstick bundle, I believe it's $42, and then if you were to get these together, it's $80. So that's just kind of the price point. It is a higher price point. So I'm very curious to see how the shadows perform on my eyes. I will say that this lipstick shade here, Witch Bitch, is one of my favorites I've ever worn. I wore it the other day and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it lasted forever. I put it on at like 8 a.m. It was very comfortable on my lips, all of that. So yeah, I have not played with the gloss or the black lipstick, so I'm kind of interested in trying one of these today. But just thought I'd let you know that. Also, can we talk about the component? I love the little jewel at the top. I just think it's so nice. I feel like Manny's given a lot of thought to his packaging and is giving a lot more thought to the products he's putting out, and I think that's really cool. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start putting stuff on my eyeballs and see what happens. So I'm just gonna prime my eyes with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, because if these shades don't work with my current favorite eye primer, then something's wrong. So I try to pop a little. If you guys notice, there's a lot. Also, let's ignore this eyebrow. Let's just ignore it. It's like the third cousin twice removed eyebrow. They're still related, just third cousin twice removed. You know, related down the line somewhere, but related nonetheless. I don't know why this eyebrow came out so nice and this one didn't. I use the same products, I use the same brush. It's just the difficult eyebrow. The difficult eyebrow, the difficult eyebrow. Just what you wanted to hear is me attempting to sing on camera. You know, awful. Also, I'm bravely wearing a white t-shirt. It is a t-shirt with the Dumbledore quote on it. The happiness can be found in the darkest times if one only remembers to turn on the light, something to that effect. But yeah, I'm wearing that. So, what I want to do, I was kind of thinking a halo eye, because I haven't done a halo eye in a long time. And that's kind of what I want to do, and I keep glancing at the purples, and I think I'm going to go into this shade here, Paige. And I have to use the shade Nancy, because The Craft is one of my favorite movies ever. I used to sneak out and watch it with my mom and get yelled at later for watching it. But yeah, it's still one of those movies that I'm like, oh, I just love this. So I'm going to take that Paige shade and I'm taking it on a smaller kind of blending brush, And I'm gonna start by just kind of packing it on. Ooh, that is really pretty. So I've been wanting to try Manny's brand for a while. I mean, it's not, to me, the beginning palettes were nothing special. This one captured, I don't know, moments of younger Danielle nerdiness, I guess. And I just, yeah, I had to pick it up. So, used my birthday money, picked it up, splurged a bit. I always feel like just this eye always gives me trouble. It's my trouble eye. Oh, I also forgot to zoom you guys in just a tad. There we go. Give you guys the chance to see what I'm doing, but also kind of see my face. Okay, so now I have that shade nicely on. It's a very nice kind of pinky purpley shade. Next, I'm going to deepen it up a little bit with the Sabrina shade here. We're gonna see how his purples work, you guys. Because you know they say purples are very difficult to formulate. And I'm taking this on a kind of bigger fluffy brush. We'll see how this goes, because so far, like when I pack it on, it looks very nice. But we're gonna check in to kind of see how it does to blend, because I like to kind of pack it on and then slowly blend it out. Not too bad. I mean, before I go on to doing this eye, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty good. That's pretty impressive. Also, I'm having a I hate my hair day. It's like in this awkward, like, it can kind of be worn down. It can kind of just stay up in this really big, kind of weird ponytail thing. I don't know. It's my hair. It is what it is. Okay, so after I have that kind of purple blended into that pinky purple, I am going to go in with a little bit more of Paige and just kind of blend that up. I am someone who likes to take my shadows super high. I don't care if they touch my eyebrows. That's just me. Okay, so now that I have that done, we're gonna do something that might be considered a little bit risky, but why not? I'm gonna go in, this is a Luxie 141 mini round brush. This is one of the detail brushes that we got in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. I say we, Annette pointed this out on her channel. I've decided my camera's a human, so if I say we, you know, I mean, I am trying to include you guys, but to me, it's the most comfortable thing while sitting in a room talking to yourself. When you say we. So I am gonna go into the shade Nancy right here. I have to use it. And now we're gonna start trying to create the halo effect. I'm using this because I kind of want to pack it on and not blend it out too much. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I have dreams of this working out, but it might not. And this is kind of a risky color combination. Reminds me a little bit of those 90s cups, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, it should work because this teal is a little bit more kind of blue based, but you never know. Okay, so once I have that kind of how I want it, I am going to use this little brush to kind of blend everything out, to kind of have it meet with everything. Ooh, it's blending out nicer with that darker purple. It's not too bad. So blend it out and then kind of apply more of the teal so it kind of gradiates out and it's not just like spots of teal, if that makes any sense. I hope that's making sense. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do in a nutshell. Also, kind of a good thing I've noticed is there's not a ton, very little of the teal, but I don't have any of the purple or any of that. Like, there's very little fallout on my actual face. They have a little bit of kick up in the pan. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they do have a little bit of kick up. Just so you guys are aware. I would still recommend, because these are colorful shadows, I know some people are skilled and can do it without, but I am not. I'm not skilled. Well, that way. I don't think I'm totally terrible at makeup, but I wouldn't say I am the best. Hopefully this halo eye will turn out. I think I need to take this in a little further, actually. We'll see what happens. I mean, all we can really do is wish for the best, right? That's all I'm ever doing, is wishing for the best. I do kind of like this color combo though. I don't really think I've ever done a color combo like this. Yeah, the only shade I'm getting any real fallout, and it could just be that I'm working with it on a smaller brush, is with this Nancy shade. But the other ones are really not like all over my face. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush again, the one that we had Paige on, and I'm just ever so slightly going to kind of blend. Not a lot. I don't want to just like erase all those colors, but we're just gonna blend. And I did just like barely go in. Okay, so that's what my eyes look like so far. I kind of like them. I'm trying to decide. I kind of either want to go in with Prue or like a combination of Fiona. That's what I do. Do Fiona and then put Prue over the top. Why not? So I am going to take a little bit more of my Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and I'm just going to put a dot on the back of my hand because that should be enough to create kind of the space for the halo. And I'm going to be taking this on a very small kind of lip brush. So we're just going to slowly kind of work with it. So one very sure trick to kind of work with this eyeshadow primer, because I know not everyone absolutely loves it, is go in with a very, very small amount. I know you hear people say that, but it's true. Small amount's gonna save you in the end. Also, work with it and kind of, or work with it quickly so that it doesn't dry down too fast. I am gonna have to put a little bit more on the back of my hand because it does dry down really, really fast. So be prepared for that when you're working with it. But I wouldn't say like be afraid of that because it's not the end of the world. And I'd also, when you're using like a brush, go in with like tapping motions. That way you're not getting like a huge like excess of it anywhere. Okay. And I do kind of want it to be dried a little bit. So because I do plan to use 2 shades and I'm kind of going to go at it a little bit differently, I'm gonna dip into Fiona, which if I remember correctly, Fiona kind of has a duochrome shift. So this could be very, very interesting. I'm going to be going in with this flat brush. It reminds me of the Alamar brush because it is so thin, but it is from a brand that I got on Amazon. So I'm just gonna go in and kind of pack this on. So I'm sure you guys can see in the camera all of the fallout that is kind of on my face. I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna clean it up in a little bit. Okay, so it kind of looks crazy right now, but we're gonna see what we can do to fix it. I think that's how all my eye looks are though. They go from to wow. I do think these shimmers work pretty well though. Okay. So now what I want to do is go into Prue, which when I swatched it kind of made me think of like a topper shade, and I'm going to kind of put that right in the center. Yeah, it's kind of a really thinly veiled. Oh yeah. Okay, so once I have that done, I'm gonna go back in with more of Nancy here and kind of blend the edges of this halo eye into that. So that it's not just like, ooh, what happened there? And then I'm going to take a little bit more of Paige and mix in a little bit of Sabrina. And just kind of blend. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my eyes, go put on my liner and mascara, and then we'll do the lower lash line in the inner corner as well as choose a lip. Okay, I am back and I need everyone now to put clapping emojis in the comment section down below, especially if you got this far, because you guys, my wings are not like massive wings. They're pretty small for me. So that is a slow clap. They might be long, but they're not like really thick. And that is a win for me. So if you made it this far, hand clapping emojis or just hand claps or whatever you want to type in, just have a proud moment for me, okay? Okay, please do. So now we're gonna do the lower lash line and my inner corners and then pick a lip. I already think I know which one I'm gonna go with. So really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline with this Vintage Cosmetics Smoky Eye Pencil in Jet Black. I'm going to take this kind of a pencil brush here and I'm going to dip into Sabrina. I'm going to try and get this as close to my lash line as possible, but I make no promises. Zero, none. I never said I was a channel of promises. Maybe a channel of promises I can't keep. That might be more accurate. Oh gosh. I'm a horrible YouTuber. Accurate. Okay, so once that's on there, I'm going to take that same brush that we've been using that has Paige on it. I'm going to pop a little bit more of that. And then we're just going to blend. Also, I don't know why when I work on my lower lash line, I have to make those ugly faces, unless I'm talking. Because then it works out better. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, kind of purpley, vampy, teal. Interesting, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go in my inner corner into the shade Phoebe. We're gonna pop that onto another pencil brush. Yes, I make weird noises. Oh, this is a fun kind of duochrome-y. I don't know if it's exactly brightening, but I kind of like it. It gives it a little something different. Oh, I really like that. Okay. So, if you guys could really quick in the comments, just take a guess at which lip I'm gonna go with. Based on this eye look, just take a guess. Am I going with the red one? Am I going with the black one? Or am I going with the gloss? Which one would you choose? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. So not to hold up the suspense anymore, but I am going to go into the black lip, which is called Wicked. I should probably let you know the gloss is called Enchanted, and we've already mentioned the name of this beauty, because witch bitch is just fun to say. Witch bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on to my lips. It's not every day I get to wear black lipstick. I mean, it could be, but it's not. Oh, I like the smell of these. Okay. So, in a black lip, I look for like good like opacity. And I did kind of just like smack my lips together, so I did that one to myself. But on like first swipe, it's not bad. But I've also had to go in and do like 4 swipes on it. But I haven't dipped back into the tube. I'm gonna go ahead and go in for a second dip. So from like this distance, it doesn't look too bad, but I want to kind of zoom you guys in and kind of show you what I'm seeing. This is also a pore application. We're just gonna, yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing also. Sorry if this is too close, but like right here, it's kind of patchy. That's even before, and then a little up here. It's not the most opaque black lip I've ever worn. Like from this distance, and I think from far away, it's going to look very opaque. It's very comfortable on the lips. I'm impressed that it only took me 2 dips into the tube to kind of apply it. So that's pretty decent. I think my NYX liquid suede that I have and that's black is so much blacker than this lipstick, but I do like the way this feels. It's not bad for a black lipstick, but I don't know. I think it could be blacker, if that makes sense. That's my only gripe, you guys. That's my only gripe. Overall, I enjoyed being able to play with this palette. I still think it is so beautiful, and I love that it opens up like a book. I think that is so, so cool. And I can't wait to do more looks with this. I am going to have a bunch of 3 looks, 1 palettes coming up on my channel because I'm a crazy person. I just have to find the time to film. I might just kind of do like tutorials and different things, and we'll see what happens. I have a lot of ideas and not enough time to film them all, unfortunately. So overall, first impressions of the palette, I really enjoyed it. I liked the shadows. I liked how they worked together. The shimmers I tried worked beautifully. I do want to kind of play with it more before I give like full final thoughts, but on first impressions, it did very, very well. The lipsticks, because I've tried 2 of them. We're going to talk about those 2. I have not tried the gloss yet. I keep looking at it. It looks so pretty. I need to try it. I would pop it over the black, but I don't have a clean lip brush currently, and I do not want to get the doe foot on that all messed up. The black, as I said, could be blacker. It's not bad. It's very comfortable wearing. Like, it's probably as dried down as it's going to get. It does transfer. That is your warning. It does transfer. But so does this one. And this shade is so, so pretty. I absolutely like it, or absolutely love it. Like, I want to try more of his like typical shades, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this purchase, and with this being the first impression I have of Manny MUA's Lunar Beauty brand. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Well, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I am so excited to be playing with all this new makeup in my collection and kind of feel overwhelmed that I have so much new stuff. But don't worry, I will still have more of my palette bingos and things like that coming up, some more tutorials using some older palettes. It's not just going to be new. I cannot afford to just buy new. But I will still be talking about new releases here and there and things like that. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe. It does mean so much to me. I am trying to reach 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. That is just my yearly goal. So if you would like to help me out, go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. You know, there's so many reasons to subscribe, get more videos like this one. Also, to help me out, even if you are subscribed, please leave a comment down below. I absolutely do enjoy talking with you guys in the comment section down below. It is so much fun for me. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this look and my first impressions of the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. I know I did. I had a lot of fun. Well, I do hope that you guys have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!